Hello, Southwest. It's good to see all of you tonight, and I'm excited to be back sharing another book with you. This is Mrs. McGee, and I am here with my dog, April. Yes, thank you, April. And the last book I read to you, I mentioned that I had a dog named April, and I thought maybe you'd want to see her tonight, since the next book I'm going to read is about a shaggy dog. And April is looking really shaggy. She is a long haired miniature Dachshund. She is almost 15 years old and she needs a bath so bad. She is shaggy and needs a trim, but of course, all of the dog groomers are closed right now, so she's just going to have to be shaggy for a while. But she's our little sweetheart, and I hope you like seeing April tonight. So I'm going to share a book with you. I'm going to put April down in her bed so she can fall asleep while we read a book here. She sleeps right there at my feet. I'm going to read a book to you tonight called Shaggy Dog and the Terrible Itch. Now, this book is by David Bedford and Gwyneth Williamson. I wish I still had the CD that goes with it, but I don't know where that's at right now. All right. Let's start our book here. Shaggy Dog and the Terrible Itch. Shaggy Dog had an itch on his back. He scratched against a tree, but his back was still itchy. My little dog April, she gets really bad itches and she has to scratch against the fireplace to get that itch away. Will you scratch my back? Shaggy Dog asked Mimi the poodle. Ugh, said Mimi. Scratch your back? No, thank you. I'm off to the poodle parlor for a wash and trim. I will scratch your back, said Farmer Gertie, but first you must help me round up my sheep. The sheep were hiding, and it took ages to find them. Woof, woof, barked Shaggy Dog. Come here, sheep. Come here now. At last the sheep were locked in their pen. Lift this book a little higher. Farmer Gertie used her curly crook to scratch Shaggy Dog's back. Ooh, said Shaggy Dog, that's much better. But as Shaggy Dog walked into town, the itch came back. Shaggy Dog knocked on the window of Merv's cafe. Who will scratch the itch from my back? He asked. I will, said Merv, but first you must wash my pots and pans. Look what he's serving today. Hot dogs. Shaggy Dog washed towers and towers of pots and pans. Bubbles covered his legs and got into his mouth, and when he had finished, his paws were all wrinkly. Merv used a long fork to scratch Shaggy Dog's back. Ooh, ooh, said Shaggy Dog. That's much, much better. But when Shaggy Dog left the cafe, the itch came back. Shaggy Dog popped into Mary Lou's poodle parlor. Will you scratch the itch from my back? Asked Shaggy Dog. Okay, said Mary Lou, but only if you brush up the fur on the floor. Shaggy Dog brushed up mountains and mountains of poodle fur. Fur got up his nose, and when he had finished, he had fur in his ears and his eyes, too. Achoo, 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 he sneezed. Shaggy Dog shook out all the fur, and Mary Lou used the poodle brush to scratch his back. Ooh, 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 said Shaggy Dog. That's much, much, much better. But when Mary Lou stopped scratching, the itch came back. What can I do? Asked Shaggy Dog. You can hear my dog maybe over there. She's scratching her itches right now. Sit in the chair, said Mary Lou. I'll wash and trim you. The bubbly shampoo soothed Shaggy Dog's back. Ooh, 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 said Shaggy Dog. Do you see something in the bubble coming up from Shaggy Dog? Anybody know what that might be that was on Shaggy Dog causing him to itch? It's coming out up in the bubbles. The poodle scissors tickled and went snip, snip, snip. Hee hee hee, giggled Shaggy Dog. When Mary Lou had finished trimming Shaggy Dog's fur, do you see it, that little item up by her head in the bubble? What is that? Shaggy Dog felt wonderful. And there that little thing is again, right there. You know, sometimes dogs can get fleas, and they're little bugs that itch so bad. And now that flea is off Shaggy Dog. The itch had gone at last. But where did it go? Oh no! Do you know where the itch went? I think that itch went right on to that other dog, didn't it? And that's the end of my story. All right, I hope you've enjoyed my book called Shaggy Dog and the Terrible Itch. We miss you all terrible much, and we are hoping to see you very, very soon again at Southwest School. Take care of yourselves, be safe, be well, and we'll see you soon.